All right, guys, the Iceman here, the man with the plan, the man with the knowledge. They always say silence is golden, but with the Iceman, you're never going to see that. All right, tonight, here's a video a few days after the fact of Monday Night Raw here in Hartford, Connecticut. Also, we saw on Monday that Emma was arrested at a Walmart that I frequently go to for a lousy iPad case. $21 and 70 some odd cents. WWE decides to release her this afternoon of her contract. But anyway, I was watching a lot of videos after Monday night, and I wanted to see people's reaction about Monday Night Raw here in Hartford. And I was ecstatic about watching this Raw here in Hartford because I thought this Raw just had pretty much everything that you'd ever want. I thought this Raw was one of the best Raws I've seen in a very, very long time, many, many months. Um, we saw the return of The Miz, cutting a pretty good promo at the time, talking about how he was doing the Marine movie um, and talking about how he wasn't going to leave the WWE till the fans accepted him as who he was. And then we heard the music hit of Chris Jericho, and I was totally surprised and shocked that Jericho returned to Monday Night Raw. Great, great segment there. And what really got me, which threw me for a huge loop, was when Paige came out to address the WWE fans about her title, and I heard that music of AJ Lee. And I'm going, you gotta be kidding me. The last I knew, she was in Hawaii, and here she's in Hartford. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, is CM Punk with her? It made me wonder, you know. But AJ Lee came out, and she had a confrontation with Paige. She ended up becoming the new WWE Divas Champion. Quite a controversial night. Uh, we had a fatal, or not a fatal four-way, but a tag team match for the main event. John Cena and Roman Reigns against Randy Orton and Kane, which was put together by Triple H and Stephanie, because the opening segment was when John Cena came out, the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and confronted by Stephanie and Triple H, and John, as who John is, you know, knows deep down that those two didn't want him to become champion. And so there was a confrontation there. And Triple H told John you could do it the hard way, or you could do it the easy way. And of course, you know John Cena, he's going to do it the hard way. And so he had a match with Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton and Kane. And these are the four guys that are going to be at the fatal four-way match at Battleground for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Now, don't forget that Roman Reigns is teaming with John on Monday Night Raw, but he is also an opponent against John at Battleground. And the whole night was great. I mean, that main event was like through the roof, and everybody gave it their all. But when it came down to the end, Triple H had Kane take out John Cena, and Triple H went into the ring. The referee was there, and he was going like this. And I thought maybe he wanted some, medical help for John Cena, but what he actually wanted was Seth Rollins to come in, and he wanted Seth to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, here we go. Triple H doing what he does best, screwing people over like he's done with Daniel Bryan so many times in the past. And Seth Rollins came running out, and just before he had the opportunity to really do anything, Dean Ambrose came out of nowhere. And Dean Ambrose cut a promo earlier telling Seth he was going to follow him, he was going to interrupt, he was going to interfere, he was going to take him out. And Dean Ambrose did just that, taking Seth Rollins into the stands with the fans. Just a great, great moment here on Monday Night Raw. And, of course, Kane going to really do the rest on John Cena, but Roman Reigns comes out and does the job, and things pretty much abruptly ended. Reigns and Triple H had a stare down because we know they're going to meet sometime either at SummerSlam or later on at another pay-per-view. We saw Cesaro and Kofi Kingston in a match, which there was some sort of timing issue with this match because the match actually ended while it was during commercial and people got to see it on the WWE app. Now, WWE is acknowledging the fact that it was a mistake. It wasn't supposed to be that way. I don't buy into it. What I think the WWE did was have Kofi defeat Cesaro during the commercial while being aired on the app to promote more people to download the WWE app. And I truly believe that. But anyway, after the fact, Cesaro lost his mind. He totally destroyed Kofi Kingston. And I mean, I never seen Cesaro like this in his whole career here in the WWE. It just was, wow. It was just something to really, really get your eyes and watch. We saw Jack Swagger come out with Zeb Coulter. Rusev and Lana came out. Lana obviously praising Russia and whatnot. And Zeb Coulter really spilling on his patriotic barb of the USA. And we saw, I believe, a face turn for Jack Swagger. If it didn't happen already, this looks to be a pretty good confrontation between Swagger and Rusev. Now, going back to the Jericho-Miz deal, the Wyatt's music hit, came out, and they took out Chris Jericho. I waited to talk about this because I wanted to talk about it separately from The Miz. This is where Chris Jericho ends up having a feud with Bray Wyatt. And this is where Chris Jericho will put over Bray Wyatt to help make him become a bigger star in the WWE. Just an all-around great night. We saw Goldust and Stardust, Cody Rhodes, face Ryback. And, of course, they're pushing both Cody and Goldust once again. They ended up coming out on top of this match as well. And Dolph Ziggler, Fandango with Layla. Summer Rae come out and got into the ring and smacked her lips on Dolph Ziggler. Fandango got a little upset, you could tell. He was a little uneasy about it. This sort of gave the little momentum for Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler ended up coming out on top of this match with Fandango. And the whole night was exciting. I was a little disappointed that we didn't see Daniel Bryan, but we did see him at Money in the Bank. And, again, he's injured. We're not going to see him wrestle for a while. And but we did see the promo by Paul Heyman, who, the one thing that I've been reading a lot about, Paul Heyman mentions the streak with Undertaker and Lesnar. And I believe the reason why Heyman does mention this is because he wants to take the heat for Brock Lesnar ending the streak for, the Undertaker. But overall, a really good Monday Night Raw. Like I said, this Raw was one of the best I've seen in a long time. And I did wait to do this video because I wanted to see everybody else's reactions. And I did see a lot of mixed reactions. And I, for one, have to ask WWE fans, what more could you ask for? The WWE is pushing Seth Rollins. The WWE is pushing Roman Reigns. The WWE is pushing Dean Ambrose. They're pushing Bray Wyatt. Yeah, they don't always get the win all the time right now, but they're putting them in big major spots, in big major matches in the upcoming pay-per-views. Roman Reigns in a fatal four-way with Cena, Orton, Kane. What more can you ask for Roman Reigns? Seth Rollins has a Money in the Bank briefcase. He's going to be a guy to be reckoned with. And now with uh, Dean Ambrose, you know, pursuing and following Seth Rollins, to get him back for what he did to the Shield. I mean, this makes for great storylines. Chris Jericho back, going to help build Bray Wyatt. So I don't understand. I mean, if you're not liking what Raw did on Monday night, I don't know what more you can ask for. I know everybody's upset with the John Cena championship thing, but down the road, it makes sense, and we'll just have to wait and see. Upcoming, probably tomorrow sometime, I'm going to do a video response to a video that was made by Gemini 888. It's about John Cena's 15 title reigns, and of course we all know Ric Flair has 16. Who is the better champion? I watched Gemini's video today. It was a very good video, and I'm going to respond to that tomorrow. And I'm going to give my thoughts and my opinions as well. So, peace out on this Wednesday night. Everybody have a great night. We got thunderstorms here around Hartford, Connecticut now. So, looking forward to watching January 1997 WCW Nitro tonight. And I watched Monday Night Wars last night with Matt when I was out in Portland. It was a great show. Shawn Michaels was commissioner. We saw the Big Boss Man go up against Test. It's sort of funny because the referee is no longer around, Test is no longer around, and Ray Traylor, the Big Boss Man, is no longer around. We were talking about that last night. It's just weird because all three guys that were in that match no longer are around. We saw a lot of good stuff go on in that Monday Night Raw from 1999, and you wouldn't believe the fans in the stands with all the signs. We saw Sable out there, who was the WWE Women's Champion, and she defeated Deborah McMichaels by stripping her down to her underwear. But Shawn Michaels came out and basically said, well, I think the person that got stripped down with that pair, and this is the stuff they said back then, deserves the WWE Women's Championship, and he rewarded it to Deborah McMichaels. But we saw Shane McMahon as well. Vince McMahon was on. The Rock, Steve Austin were on the same side. There was a lot of good stuff. And, I enjoyed watching this Raw's War. So, anyway, peace out, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow in the Gemini 888 response video to Ric Flair and John Cena.